Major electrical rewiring at Massey's. Ship Puckshucker Cryo Stand receiving an upgrade at Sanchez. Pile installation for the Gigabay finished at the build site. And Ship 37 returns to the launch site. Welcome to episode 93, Starbase Flyover Update. We'll cover all the development from July 31st through August 8th. My name is BJ. Let's buckle up and enjoy the latest flight over Starbase, Texas from 6,000 feet. We'll start over at the Massey's test facility. Beginning at the methane tank farm, some of the walls for the commodities trench have been poured, with further wall sections being formed and getting rebar. Moving to the electrical bunker, we can see that the roof of the bunker has been formed and rebar has been installed. Under the large horizontal methane tank, a new high-pressure tank has been installed. Beside this tank, earth has been excavated for what is believed to be a blast wall to protect the methane side of the tank farm. Additional framework for the methane pumps has been staged and is ready for installation on the lower level on the right. At the lock side of the tank farm, the line going to the oxygen subcoolers has been disconnected, as well as a line near the oxygen pumps, meaning the oxygen side of the tank farm is currently not operational. In between the liquid nitrogen and oxygen tanks, a new foundation with embeds is being constructed. These embeds match the original can crusher, which has now been moved closer to the in-progress pad. This will likely be used to accelerate the testing of Block 3 boosters. Finally, in various locations around the site, trenches are being dug for electrical work. That is all we have for Massey's this week. Let's move to Sanchez. Starting at the V3 booster transport stand, resting on top of the clamp arms, we see each has an alignment ball. These will be bolted to the ends of the arms for the booster to rest on. Walls for the tower-facing side of the flame trench at Pad 2 were delivered, and later they were moved to the pad for installation. Another work stand and nose cone lifting jig are getting built for Star Factory. It is incredible how packed this building will be when it's finished. Checking in on the two black frames near the OLM build area, the two parts are now connected, with the narrow end connected to the flat base. The four pistons mentioned in last week's episode have moved with them to this area. With the assembly as it is, these pistons seem likely to connect the top and bottom at the four corners. Current speculation is that this could be part of a vehicle breakover fixture used to lay a vehicle horizontally to transport to Florida. Moving to the black and white work stands, the newest one under construction now has a second, narrower level. This stand, with its three-spoke top barrel, closely resembles the LOX header tank installation stand seen in the Everyday Astronaut Star Factory tour video with Elon. The ship QD arm didn't get much attention this week, but many parts are staged around waiting to be installed. At the water treatment area, test tank SN2, which was converted into a water tank for over 3 years, is seen with an SPMT below it. Later it was moved to the scrapyard for unknown reasons. At the rocket garden, we had a booster shuffle during the week, with Booster 16 rolling out of Mega Bay 1 on August 6th and getting staged here, waiting for the OLM to be ready for it. Later that day, Booster 12 was moved from the rocket garden to Mega Bay 1, scaring many as we know SpaceX doesn't fall in love with the recovered hardware. SpaceX, don't you dare. Just before moving to the build site, we would like to thank all of our YouTube and Patreon members. Remember, all of the patrons get to participate in our show and tell sessions on the same day of each flight. Here you can join in the discussions and ask your own questions. YouTube members also get to watch and listen with a live chat function. We'll start with a look at Gigabay, where piles have started to be unearthed and exposed in preparation for workers to tie them into a giant pile cap. This thick concrete layer will transfer the weight of the Gigabay and its contents to over 1,000 piles underneath it. Now taking a look at Mega Bay 2, Ship 37 can be seen in this shot by Starbase Surfer in the front workstation being examined after its static fire as it is prepared for Flight 10. In this clip from Lab Padres Rover 1 Cam, the fourth workstation ring and lift platform were lifted into place in the front right corner of the bay on August 12th. Over at Mega Bay 1, Booster 18 can be seen in the corner with its LOX tank almost finished. Booster 15 can be seen getting worked on in the center workstation. Meanwhile, Starship Gazer took this shot of Booster 19's A6 barrel section inside the Star Factory. Just behind it and to the left is speculated to be a partially assembled booster forward section. At the multi-story apartment building, there's been progress on the construction of prefabricated concrete sections on the outermost perimeter. We can see here that a stairwell and elevator shaft is starting to take shape. That's all for the build site this week. Let's make our way to the launch site. We'll start this week at Pad 2, where once again, concrete work around the flame trench is the most visible progress. Starting in the corner of the site, footers have been poured, outlining the retention pond. Behind the GSE bunker, this area was also poured, including the installation of bollards along the retention pond. Next to the methane BQD, the last trench walls have been installed. The next day would also see the installation of the wedge-shaped cladding that connects the trench wall and lower disconnect structure. Moving to the west exit of the trench, forms and rebar are being prepared to finish the concrete here. Once poured, the steel plating on the trench ramp can be completed. To the side of the launch mount, embeds have been placed on the lift station ahead of concrete. Just to the right, the underground segments for all the water pipes have been installed. Painted blue, it appears these will be buried in preparation for concrete soon. At the high-pressure valve farm, integration of the two skids has begun. Several pipes have connected the first skid from one pipe rack to the other. At the water tank farm, preparation is seen for the anticipated arrival of more tanks. On the right, the manifold pipe with the Y feed can be seen shifted by one tank with the upward flange open for the new tank. Further right, additional pipes are being fabricated. The larger pipe with flanges appears to be the start of the extension for the bank of larger tanks. The bare pipe will likely be used to make a filler for the shifted manifold. This week, progress on the mega bunker frame can be seen. The precise purpose of this building has yet to be deciphered. Let us know in the comments what you think it may be used for. At the pump farm, the last pump on the lock side has been installed. This shipping crate likely contains the electric motor used to drive this pump. Venting can be seen on the methane side. This vent stack is for the nitrogen exhausted from the large subcooler used for the booster. This top-down view shows us the plumbing within the locked subcoolers. This week, the pipe configuration has been modified. Several pipes have been swapped out, including these two sitting nearby. Several odd-shaped pipes were seen across from the new booster transport stand at Sanchez in recent weeks. They are now installed between these valve assemblies and the manifolds for the input and output of liquid oxygen. This change now swaps the direction that the liquid oxygen travels through the subcoolers. Moving along the tank farm, a third vaporizer is now installed in front of the methane tanks. 6 vaporizers remain to be installed here at the launch site. 5 of them have been seen at the Highway 4 storage lot. Down at the ASU construction site, rapid progress can be seen. Ground preparation continues while a wide trench can be seen with a blinding layer of concrete poured. Forms are also being assembled for a thick slab. Just above, parts of the BG-42 drill rig can be seen. This was transported from the build site overnight, with remaining support equipment and drill parts arriving later in the day. Finally, at Pad 1, preparations are still underway to ready the launch mount for a second round of testing on Ship 37 following the RVAC swab. The adapter ring is in place with what appears to be all pipe assemblies that were previously removed. To the side, the quick disconnect panel can be seen, ready for when the ship returns. Over the weekend, a transport delay was posted on the Starbase website indicating Ship 37 static fire transport number 2. On August 11th, Ship 37 was transported to the launch site and quickly lifted onto the OLM test stand. Following an aborted test attempt on August 12th due to a leaking flex hose leading to the QD plate, a 6-engine spin prime test would occur at 8:02 on Wednesday morning. Hopefully this will be the last roadblock to demodding the OLM in preparation for Flight 10. That's it for episode 93, Starbase Flyover Update. Thank you for choosing to fly with RGV Aerial Photography, and I hope you all enjoyed the flight. If you liked what you saw today, please subscribe for more episodes and content so you don't miss out on the new episodes each week. I'm BJ, and we hope to see you again from 6,000 feet.